Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So the inevitable did happen to the FJ Cruiser, but we're going to start with the puppy dog feature here. Hi Zozo. Hi. Sorry, you get some puppy action. Okay. Alright, enough of that. So the inevitable did happen, and for you FJ Cruiser owners out there, you know exactly what this is. You can click to a different video. But for those of you who don't know, this windshield on an FJ Cruiser is so straight up and down, and because of that, it is inevitable to get rock chips on it. So I did get one. It's small, but nevertheless, hopefully you can see it here. It's right there. You can kind of see it. Forgive us, not really. There you go. I guess the frustrating part about this one is it happened literally 20 minutes into my drive home. So 20 minutes into my drive after purchasing it. So I bought it, got on the freeway, was far back from everybody, was driving cautiously, you know, trying to make sure we keep it nice until we get some paint protection, all that stuff on it. And even perhaps some people will put a PPF, a clear protective layer, skin if you will, over the, like expel, right? They do that over the windshield. And that's what my plan was going to be. But like I said, 20 minutes into it, got that guy. So small potatoes, not a big deal, but I figured I'd still share that with you guys and take the opportunity to share a little bit more of the FJ, especially since I got it all cleaned up now and it looks a little bit better. So if you guys know, or I guess for those of you who don't know, this is a 2014 Toyota FJ Cruiser Trail Teams Ultimate Edition. It's a mouthful. Excuse the bags back there. Part of the whole lawn cleanup was trying to pick up the grass shavings and all that stuff, that first wave. Anyways, so 2014 FJ Cruiser Trail Teams Ultimate Edition, limited to 2,500 units, so a limited run production, and only offered it in this heritage blue. Uh-oh, we got a buggy feature. You're getting a buggy feature, guys. Hi, Buggy. Hi, Bulgers. Hey, buddy, what you doing? What you doing? Do you like the FJ? Hey, Peanut. So yeah, look at all this carnage right here, by the way. It's a lot of grass. There's still more. You can see more piles. Exhibit A, Exhibit B. There's more down there. Anyways, let's talk a little bit more FJ. So with the FJ Cruiser in particular, I managed to end up taking photos of this guy right here in my 2013 FJ Cruiser, my cement gray one, and he loved it. He was all about it. Peanut loves it. My wife, this is her favorite Toyota out of all Toyotas. But because we have all these little baby photos of this guy right here in the 2013, she drew the strong connection to the FJ, and she wanted me to get another one. So that is why I legitimately partly blame my wife for me actively searching for one of these here. So hope to hang on to this a little longer than my last one. We'll see what happens. But at any rate, so I'll walk around it a little bit, share some of the details without going too in depth, as I've already shared it a little bit with you guys. I'll talk through the couple little things that I am going to do to it. Nothing too crazy by any means. So for starters, I think the first or second thing I should say that I will do is eventually I'll upgrade these tires to KO2s. I'll keep them with white lettering out, as I've done with the Land Cruiser, the Heritage Edition I got, as well as the 4Runner. So the Lunar Rock 4Runner TOD Pro, like I mentioned, I think I hinted at it in my previous video, but I did buy a set of 285s, 285 KO2s for that as well. So it'll be matching white letters out, so all three of them will match, and I think that'll be pretty cool. But because this only has 6,000 miles now on it, yeah, these tires are in great shape, right? I mean, they're near perfect condition. It has been stored inside, so that's a plus. But does that mean that they aren't worth changing, or that I shouldn't change it out? Yes and no. I mean, right? I mean, it being stored inside helps a little bit, but realistically speaking, you should be changing out your tires every 4 years, right? Some people will debate that. No, it should be 6 years. It should be 2 years. But I think 4 years is a realistic, assuming you don't put a lot of miles on it, right? But so anyway, so KO2s will likely be the second thing. And like I mentioned, I'll probably either ceramic coat it or like I mentioned, do at least to expel clear bra paint protection up here on the windshield, just to kind of give it that added layer of defense. If I only driven it, I think a total of 350 miles ish, and like I said, 20 minutes into the drive, that happened. There's definitely more to follow if I want to continue driving this and not just park it in a garage. I'm not sure if I showed this in my previous video, but it does have the front end clear bra. A little dirty on the edge here, but nothing that can't be cleaned. So this is the front, just the front face of it, if you will, is covered. Not the white grill though. You just kind of see it goes up to here. So I remember not really liking the white grill so much. I personally am a huge fan of, you know, blacked out accents. So the 2013, you know, 2010, 2012, all the other trail teams, I think look, I mean, they look better with the grill being black. With this, however, the fact that it's you know, it's paying homage to the original FJ40, the original FJ Cruiser, I think that obviously is the cool factor behind it. So because of that, you know, it gets the pass. But I do think the black looks better. But we'll be keeping the white, of course. It's kind of weird having an antenna on the vehicle these days. Used to having those integrated, obviously within the windshield or the rear glass, or up top, a little mini shark fin, right? I love these wheels. These are perhaps, I don't know, perhaps one of my favorite parts about it. Like the 2013, the 2010, I forget what the other year is. I think that's it. Only the 2013, 2010 had the black variant. So where it's, you know, kind of gunmetal finish on the inside, it's black on the 2013 trail teams and the 2010. But I think this looks better, especially with the Heritage Blue. I think this looks sweet. But yeah, I think realistically those are the only two things I plan to do to it. It's just, you know, a little bit of layer protection on it, and maybe swap out for K2s eventually. You know, I'm not going to be driving the crap out of it. Some of you are going to take to the keyboard, wait, you bought it, you got to drive this thing, right? But I mean, it's 6,000 miles. I'm not trying to totally hike it up, but I do want to enjoy it. One of my biggest regrets was not driving that Shelby that I had, the Shelby GT350R that I had, the 2017. Yeah, I think I put just a few hundred miles on it, and that's a sweet car. Too cool of a car to not really enjoy. And this is similar to that. And honestly, driving around in this, even compared to the Land Cruiser that I've experienced, people really look at this, really give this positive attention, get thumbs up while driving it, which is kind of crazy, right? I mean, this is a pretty surface value, a more basic, more common sight, if you will, compared to the Land Cruiser, especially the Heritage. But yeah, more attention, more positive vibes for the Heritage Blue here. Like I mentioned earlier, this is not my go-to color choice. This is honestly, I think it might have been my least favorite or second least favorite out of all, like the TRD Pro variant. You know, Cavalry Blue, this is close to that, right? Pretty close to being identical to that, really. But Sandstorm, I think, would be my least favorite. Quicksand, that has grown on me a lot, the little darker variant. I think my son's going potty. I don't know about you guys, but he hides. He hides behind things when he's going potty. I do the same thing, it's just way less cute when I do it. But anyways, so yeah, Heritage Blue has not always been my go-to, right? But I think this being what it is, limited production, all that blah blah blah, I think there's a ton of goodness in this. I'm definitely stoked to have it in the garage. And like I said, Mrs. Untamed is all about it too. One thing that this does have, so they came with the factory rock sliders here, which I think look cool. They look the part. They're not like a step or anything, but you don't really need it. I mean, they're a little bit lower to the ground. They're not, you don't have to hike up too high. The 2014 did come with this front bash TRD front skid plate, so that was not on the previous years. I mean, you can make it work. As you guys seen, I did that on my 2013. I put one on it, or had one put on it. But yeah, here I'll show you the inside. We'll wrap up the video. I'm gonna try to do a few videos that you guys have requested. One of them being how do car seats fit back here. So I'm happy to try to puzzle that together one of these days once the whole yard and inside the house gets a little more shaped up and cleared up. But we'll do one of those videos. What do you think, Buggy? Are you going potty? No. I'm not buying it. What? Are you sure you're not going potty? No. Are you? Okay. Alright. So, but yeah, we'll do a video showing what that looks like with the car seats front and rear facing for fun, and I'll do a comparison video for that in the Land Cruiser and the 4Runner, just for anybody who's maybe even shopping between all three of them there. This one, even though it is more of a tight fit, like I think I mentioned it in my previous video, I like the fact that, you know, the suicide door opens outward, and now you just got this huge open space right here. So if you want, you can bring that forward quite a bit. You had this huge entry point. You know, that only takes a second. I was trying to do it with one hand, so it was a little finicky, but you can just whip it forward real easy. So I love this huge entry point and plenty of headroom. It's not bad at all. So I think it could be a really good option for a lot of folks. A better option that you think than at first glance. When you first look at it, you're like, no way, that won't work, because you see, the full door, half door right here. It doesn't look like it makes sense, but I think it does. What do you think, Buggy? Yeah. So this is all rubber, all vinyl, all plastic in here, which is good for kids, right? Even though these seats, I think these, even though they're quote unquote, they're still easy to clean, right? And I think they're designed to be easy to clean. I don't know, you guys are gonna punch me in the face for confessing to this, but I'm gonna do it. Remember, I don't have to tell you this, but I'm telling you anyway. So on my way home, I made a mistake. I went to Chick-fil-A, and I decided to eat my chicken sandwich in the FJ here. I was very careful. Had the bag underneath me, the wrapper, all that stuff on my lap. It was a really hot day, so not a good excuse. But anyways, I stayed in the car in the AC and ate it on my way home. All it took was one crumb. You can kind of see it. But if you're like me, and you have OCD, one little crumb off of my chicken sandwich fell in between my legs, and it stayed there for the whole way home. And it made that little... I haven't tried thoroughly cleaning it yet, but it was enough to... if you have OCD, you kind of hone in on it. But anyways, blah, blah, blah. So that's driving me nuts a little bit, but I'll clean that up. If you guys have any recommendations on what best way to clean that without, fraying all this and all that stuff, of course, let me know what you think. We'll pull this back here. Maybe not that far. Let's go forward. There we go. Okay. Don't trap Buggy back there. So here's the buttermilk basic interior, which we have all learned to grow and love. I can see how, getting in this back in 2014, you'd want to call the snooze police, because it is so basic, right? But let's... Hey, Mama. I don't know, you really learn and grow to appreciate this kind of stuff.
Oh, Mommy.
All right, Buggy, you ready to get out?
No.
You want to stay in there? You want to stay in there forever?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like the FJ? Do you like the truck? Is it okay? Yeah? Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, you don't watch my videos to stare at my children. So, all right, Buggy, you want to get out? Okay, maybe he wants to stand there for a minute. All right, team. Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to share. The main point I just wanted to share, half jokingly, the inevitable did happen. 20 minutes into my drive, a rock chip. Easy fix. You got to fix it before it cracks out and all that stuff, which I'll do. But been a little busy with the whole house gig here. But wanted to share this with you. I know some of you are, I think really not as many of you appreciate the FJ Cruiser content. More people, you guys appreciate the 4Runner and Land Cruiser more than this. But I know the enthusiasts exist, and I know you guys are out there. So this is for you guys. So I appreciate you watching as always. Let me know if there's anything in particular that you want to see, like that. Having the children's seats back there, the safety seats. I can show you that. Other things. Just let me know. Appreciate you watching. Till next time. Actually, hold on. You want to say bye, Peanut?
Bye. What's that?
Oh, he's in the truck.
That's so
All right. Thanks for watching. Till next time.